Alright, I'm going to show you this video today. This video is super important to me. It was the video that sent me down my path of learning on YouTube. I wasn't really a big YouTube watcher, and I actually saw this video on Facebook originally. I'd already, really at that stage, I'd already decided that I wanted to write a book about happiness, because I knew I was happy. I'd always been happy, and I wanted to find out why I was happy. And almost accidentally I saw this video on Facebook, which then kind of led me down a YouTube path, going from this video to another video. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then obviously it leads me to another video on the same subject, and a slightly more a clear video in terms of his rules for life, which was good for me, because I need things spelt out to me. And then it sort of led me down a path, and I found people who I had never heard of, some thought leaders and gurus who become some of the biggest sort of influences in my life, and it all started from this video. So I'm going to show you this video now, and then I'll just quickly talk afterwards as well.
And let me tell you, if someone told me that something is impossible, I will go out and do it. That's just the way I always was. I was told to my face, you're nothing but a giant muscle. You can't act. You have no future. You have an accent that is laughable. Ignore the naysayers. Work like hell. Trust yourself. Break some rules. Don't be afraid to fail. I've made a fortune in several careers, and I've been very successful in several careers by believing in myself. Let me tell you, you're going to find the naysayers at every turn that you make. Don't listen. Just visualize your goal, know exactly where you want to go. Trust yourself. Get out there and work like hell, and break some of the rules, and never ever be afraid of failing. I couldn't have gone to one lifting event in my life if I would have been afraid of failure. Because of course there's a chance that you can fail. When you lift the weight, I tried 10 times to lift bench press 500 pounds. And I failed, but the 11th time I did it. So never give up and never be afraid of failure, because otherwise you box yourself in and you limit yourself. You all should go and be hungry for success. You should be hungry to make your mark, and you should be hungry to be seen and to be heard and to have an effect out there. You have to think outside the box. That's what I believe. After all, what is the point of being on this earth if all you want to do is be liked by everyone and avoid trouble? The only way that I ever got any place was by breaking some of the rules. When you're out there partying, horsing around, someone out there at the same time is working hard. Someone is getting smarter and someone is winning. Just remember that. Now, if you want to coast through life, don't pay any attention to any of those rules. But if you want to win, there's absolutely no way around hard work. Don't be afraid to fail. Anything I've ever attempted, I was always willing to fail. You can't always win, but don't be afraid of making decisions. You can't be paralyzed by fear of failure, or you would never push yourself. You can push it because you believe in yourself and in your vision. And you know that it's the right thing to do. Success will come, so don't be afraid to fail. Don't listen to the naysayers. I mean, how many times have you heard that you can't do this, you can't do that, and it's never been done before? I hear this all the time. As a matter of fact, I love it when someone says, no one has ever done this before, because then when I do it, that means that I'm the first one that has done it. So pay no attention to the people that say it can't be done. Just remember, you can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in a pocket.
Alright, okay, that video for me, super inspiring. Even when I watch it now, I've watched it countless times, it still sends little shivers down me, to be honest. And that's what it does for me. That might not do that for you. And I'll talk about that later, that you may have to find something different, but for me that really resonated, and I'd always been super happy, as I've already said, but there was things that he talked about there which I wasn't doing, and probably there were some things there which kind of told me why I hadn't got as far as I could have done in judo. I was a high level judo player, but I hadn't actually got to the highest level. I hadn't become Olympic champion, which is what my goal was. And some of those reasons was because I was afraid to fail. I was afraid of what people thought, so I did listen to the naysayers. I didn't always think outside the box. And you know, obviously I did work like hell, and I did really, you know, tried my best. But there was a lot of things there that he mentioned just in that short video that I hadn't ever really been taught and never been educated on, really. I've been taught how to do judo and how to train in certain ways and stuff, and some technical stuff, but I hadn't really been taught enough about mindset. And YouTube really, and this was after my career was over, YouTube was what taught me mainly about mindset. I was already happy, but you add that to happiness, and then what you can achieve after that is, you know, limitless, really. So I'm not talking necessarily about mindset necessarily. It's not, you know, that was the thing that kind of sparked my interest and lights me up, and that's the thing that I want to tell everyone about and write books about, and, you know, give people information about. But for you, that might not be mindset. It might be anything. It could be something as simple as gardening. It could be making models. It could be, I don't know, it could be about health and fitness. It could be about any subject, literally any subject that you could think of. It could be a video on YouTube that could just literally lead you on a path to where you want to go and where you want to be. And, you know, like I said, this video sent me down a road that kind of, where I was able to find people that I would have never have heard of had it not been for that one video, because that was the video that triggered it all off. All right, so for you, you might go on the internet and you might find a video that is all right, but that might not be until the 10th video or the 15th video or the 50th video, which is the video that really sparks something for you and really kind of does something for you and sends you down the path that you actually want to go. And you might not find that for a little while, but this is what I'm saying, that this is, I think YouTube is really valuable for all of us, not just to look at silly videos and videos that are kind of wasting our time, but videos that are really going to help our life. And this is what we need to do. So if there's a video that has inspired you in some way, if you can leave a link in the comments and we can have a look at that, because I'm always on the lookout for new videos, not just about this subject, but something that has made a difference to somebody. Leave your link in the comments. If you like what we're doing on the channel, just subscribe as well.